this one more time because that was a pretty big spill. And what you'll find is underneath, you remember that big lake, that disaster beneath the carpet?
Yeah.
That's going to be gone. And I firmly believe the floors should be pretty much bone dry underneath.
Oh my word, that is amazing.
It's actually drier here than it is anywhere else.
It is.
So, yeah, you use it just once, right, for a big spill like that. And as you know, it's paid for itself several times over. But you'll use it every day. And I know people say that. Lots of salesmen say it, don't they? You'll use it every day. But think about this. How often do you reach for a cloth? In a day, at least once.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're not house proud at all, you will use a cloth every day. So it's very, very handy to have around. And please remember, you can cut them into any size you like. Fantastic. They're always clean to clean with. You throw them in the washing machine whenever they're dirty. Don't use fabric softener with them, though. And if you're wondering what do we get for our money, look how big they are. You get 2 of these big jumbo ones. This is our regular deal. 2 big jumbo sheets, exactly the same as the one I use. And a blue one for windows. This is a $4.99 value. You get all that for $20 usually. I'm not sure of the item number. It might be on screen right now. Don't use that item number because for this particular show, for no extra cost, what we do is double the value. So now you've got 4 of the big jumbos and 2 blue ones.
Brilliant.
For £20.
Honestly,
terrific value. This is where I think the folks at head office have been on the gin and juice when they make these specials up. This is incredible value. And if you're thinking, do I really need that many? Well, think of it this way. You've got one for the car, leave it in the car. Here's one for the house, cut it into quarters for dishcloths.
Yeah.
The third one you can put under the sink for when disaster strikes, or if you have a dog, if you have pets, an absolute must. The fourth one, you could have this as a spare if they're all in the washing machine, or use it for jumpers. Jumpers.
What are we going to do with our jumpers?
Jumpers.
What are you
Only
on about?
woolly jumpers, cashmere sweaters, Angora, the kind of garments that you can't put in the tumble dryer. Take your wet jumper, roll it up in one of our shanties.
No way.
And in as little as 20 minutes, your jumpers are bone dry and ready to wear again.
How brilliant.
How brilliant indeed. Honestly, I've had those chamois for years. Actually, probably more like 5 years now. They
last a long time, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Now, this proving very, very, very popular. But yeah, get your chamois. Make sure you're half price at the moment, but make sure you get the bog off deal where you get 6 of the cloths, 4 large and 2 small. Before we come back to Mark and his inflatables, I just want to mention. That sounded weird. You know what I mean.
I knew
the Furzer fix, which is
the fix that sticks.
I said that without moving my lips. At least the ones you can see. So what's the Furzer fix?
So it's a brilliant glue. It's a very, very powerful glue. And the point is, this is the kind of stuff that you stick paddling pools together with. It's like, look how strong it is. I'm the one that's pulling there.
Right.
Simon's the one that's falling over. If you damage your Nan's favourite teapot, just a little bit of Furzer fix, it's absolutely fine. Look at this. It's brilliant because you can just stick it back on. It sticks within about 20 seconds, but to get a real kind of fix that is forever, leave it an hour, 24 hours for a solid fix.
Put your meat back together if you broke
Absolutely.
it. Leslie has.
Metal to metal, metal to wood, plastic to plastic, plastic to wood, plastic to glass, whatever it is. Yeah. It will stick all of those things. But it's such great value for money because every bottle has 900 drops in it, and you only need a couple of drops.
It's, when you think about it, £20 for 3 bottles. Yep. If you buy one of the competitor brands, you
about
pay
£7.50 for about 5 or 7 grams.
5 or 7 grams. You're getting 60 grams for 20 quid. And this is, in many cases, far superior, we found. In fact, there are only 2 things it won't stick to. The plastic that the bottle's made of, which is kind of good.
Absolutely.
You don't want it to stick to the bottle.
So polyurethane.
And there's another kind of plastic.
Polythene and polyurethane are
the only 2 things
that it doesn't stick.
Obviously, be careful how you use it, because if you do stick your fingers together... Now, if you move it... Go on,
actually, if you stick your fingers together, just move your fingers back. It's not like you end up in the hospital with some glues. Yeah. You have to get special solvent. You just rub your fingers backwards and forwards, and then your fingers don't stick together.
But if you held your fingers together, then...
I mean, it would. Well, then, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Let's see how strong it is. I bet it's not strong enough to, I don't know, pull a car.
Yes, it is.
It's it?
Yes, it is.
Show me.
So how strong is your Furzer Fix glue? Well, come and have a look at this. So I'm going to put some, and you only need to use a small amount. There are 900 drops in every single bottle. This is like a plastic PVC tape. So if we stick these two together just here, like so, remember you've got time to work with it. Push out all of the air when you're ready. Make sure it's all pushed down. Ideally, you want to leave this for about 10 seconds so it sticks properly and cures properly. But you can see there that I've joined the yellow to the red. That, by the way, is stuck. But how strong is your Fuerza fix? Shall we show you how strong it is? Because look, we have a car that side. We have my forklift truck this side. Now, how about we try and pull a car with my forklift and the Fuerza glue holding it all together. So let's go forward. As you can see just here, let's take it straight. You ready? And here we go. We're pulling the car with the power of the glue. That was the incomparable Simon Oil.
It's quite impressive, that demonstration,
It's
isn't it?
really
It
good.
really is.
I had on my little streaming device remote control the little tab that when you put the battery
I know what you mean.
compartment
Yep.
on broke off, and I bought some of the bleeding brand.
Yep.
It didn't blooming stick it.
Oh.
Yeah, it came off again. Yeah, this sticks. It's the fix.
I stuck my shoe back together again with it because it was letting in water, and I stuck the sole back on, and it's absolutely fine again now.
We're going to show you a few demos later from another day, another time in a galaxy far, far away. Two of the most handsome men on the planet, the most talented presenter and guest.
That is a
ever
different
known.
galaxy.
Yes,
isn't
a
it?
very different
very different galaxy.
We're in Warrington, and they recorded a show. So we'll see them later. Now, we've got some questions about this. So go ahead.
I am here. Go ahead.
Thank you for your emails. Can you use it on your motorbike tyre?
Yes, you absolutely
Yeah.
can. Any kind of tyre that needs inflating, you
Yeah.
absolutely can. If your vehicle runs on tyres that have air in them, then the bullseye
Not even
goes for you.
vehicle. As
Not
you
even
said,
vehicle.
could be your shopping cart.
Could be your shopping cart. Exactly
Yeah.
right. Yep.
Next question, please. That was Steve McQueen. We've got a lot of movie stars, including dead ones, who are emailing in tonight from the great beyond. So Timothy says, "Can you charge the Bullseye Pro in the car?"
Yes.
you can.
Get the special charger cable there as well, so you can charge it in the car. And remember, because it's a lithium-ion battery, as soon as you've used it,
Yeah.
you can put it back on charge again because there's no memory within this battery.
Right.
So it's really good. As soon as you've used it, pop it
Put it
back
back,
on
yeah.
charge, get it back on.
And we'll talk about, and obviously, how long does it last? That's how long is a piece of string.
Exactly.
You could do all your tyres quite happily.
Even if you were going from 24 to 34 psi, which takes a good 2 minutes to do on a car, you could do all four tyres.
Now, if you're doing tractors,
really
could you do all your tractor tyres? Do you think?
I don't know because I haven't tried, but there's only two, aren't there?
Well, that's true. Well, they've got the little.
Well, they're two of the big ones.
Yeah, two of them. Paul, let's have Paul back. I can only assume that that's Paul Newman.
Possibly.
Paul says these are bulletproof. Drop mine multiple times and not even a scratch.
I mean,
they really are.
don't drop them, but if you do, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
No, they're very, 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 very strong. And Mike says some places only charge. Good point, Mike. Only charge you by credit card.
Yes, there are some machines now that you go to the petrol station and you go to do your tyres, and you've got your 50p in your pocket already, but actually it won't do your phone, so it doesn't take your phone thing. It will only take a actual
card.
physical card.
Right.
And I've been stuck by that before. And then you've got to blow your tyres up, or you've got to check them certainly.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it doesn't let you do that. That's the shame of it. Now, this would
But sorry, Freya is just saying that she and her partner Alex are really enjoying watching us
that's
both
good.
right now. Thank you very much indeed. We appreciate that.
It's all good.
We enjoy being here to entertain and inform.
You know how I said you've got to pull the trigger twice?
Yeah.
The reason is, when you pull the trigger the first time, when you've attached it to your tyre,
Yes.
it registers what your tyre pressure is. It's working out what your tyre pressure is before it knows how much air it's got to put in there.
I see.
Just like at the petrol station.
Yeah.
So it does that for you. But let me show you on the digital readout, because it's very, very simple. There are 4 buttons. It's very, very easy. So to switch on, hold it
If
for
you've
2
got any
seconds.
more lens there we can use to get nice and tight,
Look,
please, sir.
Can you see? It's I've got
you've got the
I've got
light
the
on,
super
yeah.
bright LEDs on my jumper.
Yeah.
So this is currently PSI, and then you can go up and down with the PSI, and you can go right the way up 250. If you want 150, it's absolutely right.
150. Can't beat a bit of bully.
Exactly.
In one.
It's a set of something. I should have been more prepared for that.
You should
absolutely.
have been, yeah.
Right, with the M button, you can go from PSI to bar, then to kilopascals, and
Let's
then
definitely go to the bar.
to kilograms per
centimetre
centimetre
squared.
is what that one is. It is light, it's durable, it's powerful, it's lightweight, it's fast, it's strong, it's convenient, it's a really easy way of doing it. And you've also got your battery power up the top. Now, I haven't recharged this one
that's
since
only gone down
the start of the show. It's only gone down 6%. When you actually start blowing things up, you will see this number fluctuate. And then it might climb up at the end of it because it hasn't used quite as much energy as it thought it would,
Right.
which is clever. It's a precision instrument, this. You know, you said that sometimes when you go to the garage, it's not as precise as you want. This is precision.
Absolutely accurate.
Absolutely. And the brilliant
Because you can overinflate if you've got a gauge.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You can overinflate your tyres, and that's almost
Exactly
as bad as underinflation.
So it's really good. As soon as you've used it, pop it
But-
back
but
on
yeah.
charge, get it back up.
And we'll talk about, and obviously, how long does it last? That's how long is a piece of string.
Exactly.
You could do all your tyres quite happily.
Even if you were going from 24 to 34 psi, which takes a good 2 minutes to do on a car, you could do all 4 tyres.
Now, if you're doing tractor, could you do all your tractor tyres, do you think?
I don't know.
Paul,
I'll show you the castle in a minute, but let me show you the tyre first of all. Let's do the serious stuff first, shall we?
sure. I'm not so. Hey, who said the castle isn't serious business?
Well, quite absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, if Kieran was to turn all the lights off, you'd still be able to see the valve because you've got your 4.
You could do that.
Oh no, really?
Let's do it. Go on.
All right, go on then.
It's inflation in the dark.
I'll switch the light on so that you can see.
By the way, are you going to send one of these to Rachel Reeves to help her with her inflation?
Golly, just a little bit of politics there.
I
Can
don't know
you hear
what
the
it
air coming out?
Okay.
That's checking the tyre pressure, and then you
Yeah.
just lock it into position like so.
Amazing.
And then you simply,
Out go the lights.
there we go, so you can see there. That's how bright it can be at night time when you are trying.
Because otherwise you'd have to have a torch and I mean, this is the thing, you break down the motorway in the middle of the
Well,
night,
you would.
pouring rain. You can set, this is weatherproof as well.
It is weatherproof, yes, you can do it in the rain. I mean, you probably don't want to.
No. But you might have to if you're on the motorway.
Blowing your tyre up. Now, I don't know what the PSI of this one is because it's not my tyre, but it's like, And so you can do that really easily, and then always remember to screw your lid back on.
Now,
Screw the lid back
Mark, I fancy a little midnight. Oh, it's too late. I was going to say midnight paddle. Suddenly become daylight again.
Well, could you pass me the wider nozzle?
The
please?
wider-
The wider.
The one, this one?
That one. Thank you so much.
It's very important to know the width of your nozzle and indeed the length for the
Simply
appropriate
pop it in.
application.
Absolutely right. Well,
Very long, thin one here as well.
all you've got to
Just
do,
for your...
yes, is work out the size of the inflation nozzle on your particular inflatable.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And you'll
Well,
know
so-
if one doesn't fit, use another one.
Exactly right. You'll notice that there's a smaller one here and a bigger one here.
Sometimes
the
the
hose
nozzle
is-
doesn't always fit the hole.
The hose is 18 inches, so
Right.
that's really useful. And let's just pop this one in like so. There we go.
Right.
We just
Yeah.
lock
Get that
it
in
in
there.
place.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know the PSI for this, so I'm going to do it manually until the turrets come up. So
Yes.
switch it on. You hold it on for 2 seconds. And there, I'm just going to leave it.
Leave it.
The turrets rise.
The turrets rise. That could be a show, couldn't it? Secret
Mark
Game of
rise with the
Thrones.
turrets rise.
I wonder if I'll ever get a job in one of these Game of Thrones shows. Do you know, when I was in America, everyone used to say to me, God, you'd be great in Game of
What?
Thrones. And I was like, thanks for that information. It never occurred to me.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
here come the turrets.
The turrets are
you know what?
rising.
Think about the kids in the waiting for the paddling pool to go up. They're so excited. They go,
Yeah.
Dad, blow harder, blow harder.
They could do it themselves,
They
can't
absolutely can. And look, the turrets are rising on the paddling pool. There you go. Look at that. And there, this could be a ball pit or a paddling pool.
Well, let's face it, if you had to do this normally, you'd have to
You'd
blow.
be there forever.
You'd have to blow very hard.
You would be there forever.
Or you'd have to
absolutely.
give it a good pump with I don't know, you'd have to have some sort of a foot pump.
Are we? Yes, we're at the.
Are we firm yet?
There we go. We're